Hey guys, what's up? Now before I even get to the review of this movie, I'd like to say a couple things. First of all, I got my temps today, so that's awesome. I now have a form of ID, and now that I'm 18, that means I can get into R-rated and NC-17 rated movies by myself, which is really, really cool. That means I can go out and do things now. First of all, that. Second of all, I had a job interview today, and I don't know if I'm going to get hired or not, but if I'm not uploading as much as I usually do, that probably means I have a job, so I won't be uploading as much. I'll still probably be doing like DVD pickups and stuff, but no big reviews. So this might just be the last review for a while. So I figured, why not one of my last reviews for a while I go out with somewhat of a bang. And I check out this German anthology horror fantasy film. It's an anthology film, and it's directed by this guy named Andreas Marschall, and he's German. And this guy has like taken inspiration from a lot of popular underground German horror directors of the 80s, people like Andreas Schnarch, Olaf Ittenbach, and Jörg Buttgereit. Now, this is probably his most famous movie and probably most infamous movie. And I actually heard about this movie a couple days ago, and then went to this small video store / game store place, and I saw they had a copy of this movie there, and I immediately grabbed it because it was only $1. Apparently this movie's going to get a Blu-ray release sometime soon from Cult Epics, who put out Necromantic 1 and 2, and they're also putting out Angst. And this guy's also worked with Jörg Buttgereit, director of Necromantic. Tonight's movie is Tears of Kali. As you can see, this is an old rental from Blockbuster, which I'm not taking off any of these stickers off this thing because, you know, when I buy old DVDs and I see that they have these cases or that they're obviously from some kind of rental place and they still have the stickers on them, I like to keep them on as a reminder that video stores once existed and that these things are, you know, like, kind of, not, I don't want to say rare, but they're like, you know, old artifacts. But this is an anthology film that has to do with a cult in the early 80s in India, and that's all I really know about it. Other than the fact that it doesn't have a rating. It just says on the back in like bold letters, parental warning: strong gore, sexuality / nudity, and language. So this could be a new schlocky classic for me, or it could be on par with the original Violent Shit, which, while I like the original Violent Shit, I wouldn't call it a classic. The only way I'm gonna know if this movie was worth the like $1 I dropped on it is if I watch it. So without further ado, let's just watch it. So the movie starts out with credits and a bunch of like random crap edited in that has a filter over it to make it look creepy. And we start out in this room full of sick people and like trash and religious artifacts and empty plates and vomit and stuff. And there's people dying for some reason. And then this guy talks to this naked chick that's there, and she cuts off her own eyelids. And then the first segment starts. So, I didn't realize upon grabbing this in the store that this is actually the dubbed version of the movie. This movie's dubbed in English. And, I honestly think it made the movie a ton better. Either it was already dubbed when I put it on, or I just actually realized this after taking these notes, or I didn't, or it's automatically just set to be English dubbed because this is a American DVD. Either way, the dubbing in this movie is bad, and it makes the movie a lot more entertaining, honestly. And it's genuinely funny at times. Because while the film has an overall serious tone, it still has like some cool gore effects and some kind of really stupid dialogue you know, just stuff that makes it a little less serious and a little more stupid and schlocky and goofy, and it really just helps the movie become a lot more entertaining. The effects in this movie are pretty good. I mean, you know, it's not an ultra gory movie, but the effects are still pretty good for the amount of gore we get. Let's see, the lighting, camera work, sound mix, music, I mean, everything from a technical standpoint is pretty good. The music is kind of cool, although it's a bit generic. It's kind of generic, modern horror kind of music. The movie attempts to make characters, and I mean, I will say this guy is a lot better than Andreas Schnosh at making, at writing characters. But he attempts to make characters that are likable and make you care for the characters. And with the bad dubbing and like some of the cheesier scenes, it's hard to care for these characters or take the movie really seriously at all. It's kind of okay for a movie, for an anthology horror film. Not terrible. It does have, you know, like most anthology films, it does have at least one segment that's bad. And that's probably the first segment. I didn't really think the first segment was too good. But overall, it's not a terrible movie. It's cheesy. It's, you know, genuinely and unintentionally funny. It's a little over the top at times. The dialogue is, again, stupid. The voice acting's terrible. It's just fun, cheesy, schlocky, entertaining fun, and while it's not the best kind of like schlock horror film I've ever seen, it's still pretty good. On the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 being something like Nosferatu and 10 being something like Brain Dead, Tears of Kali is probably about a 4, maybe a 3.5. It's, again, it's not super gory, but it does have some scenes that are pretty graphic, or decently graphic. Nothing too amazing here. I mean, I liked it for what it is. It was definitely worth the $1 I paid for it. And, I mean, if you could find this for cheap, for a pretty reasonable price, I'd definitely say it's worth looking into. And, I mean, I might give this like a 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10, maybe even maybe a 7 out of 10. It's one of those films where I'm like, I liked it, I did. It's nothing amazing, but I still really liked this movie. Yeah. So anyway, guys, if you liked the video, like my channel, be sure to like this video, favorite it, whatever you want, and maybe subscribe perhaps. I would really, really appreciate that. And check the links in the description below. There are links to things like my Tumblr, Twitter, all that, Facebook, all that is in the description below. Hey there, kids. Do you want to get cool stuff in the mail like this? Or this? Or even this? Well, then subscribe to Horror Block today. Have you ever wanted to do cool cosplays like this? Or even this? Well, now you can. Subscribe to Moonchild Cosplay on YouTube, and you can see all her tutorials on how to do cool stuff like this. Do you want to get cool horror and exploitation film t-shirts like this? Or this? Or this? Well, then go to RottenCotton.com to check out all of their premium t-shirts.